This week we are talking about an old friend, Max Cavalera, and we're talking about Soulfly.
Roach Coach.
Podcast.
That's right. It's time to talk about the fourth studio album by Soulfly. It's called Prophecy.
Oh man, I'm excited to talk about this.
Matt, this album was released on March 30th, 2004.
So this would be a come down record if it does in fact turn out to be new metal.
Well, Matt, I'm glad you asked about that because we're going to talk all about that. Because listen, every album that we discuss on this show, we will always come back to that core question. Is this new metal?
Yeah.
Is this new metal? And sometimes we're going to hear something, and from note one, we're going to go, oh, yeah, this is new metal. And then it'll be a question of good new metal, bad new metal,
Right.
worthwhile new metal. But sometimes you just got to dig in and go, is this even new metal to begin with?
Yeah. Soulfly?
New metal.
New metal.
Absolutely.
Primitive?
New metal. 3? Some. Absolutely.
So is this the end of the road for Soulfly? Or have they gotten back to them new metal roots?
Well, Matt, let me walk you through a couple things. So first of all, March 30th, 2004. That means that this album is celebrating or has celebrated its 20th
anniversary.
20th anniversary this year. I did not see any write-ups on it. A little surprised. I think some writers were slacking. Could have talked about a little prophecy. Because let me tell you, this album is a lot of things. But it ain't boring. And it's not boring. I'll start with that.
Okay. Good place to start.
Good place to start. Matt, let's talk about who's in Soulfly on this album.
Who is?
Max Cavalera. He's on lead vocals, 4-string guitar, sitar, Mark Rizzo, lead guitar, flamenco guitar, Bobby Burns, bass on all tracks except where noted. We'll get to that. And Joe Nunez on drums and percussion. And I'd say, okay, so Bobby Burns. Matt, Bobby Burns. He's a friend of the show because he is a former member of Primer 55.
Yeah.
He's in Josh Toomey's phone. They text every day. And I'm sure sometimes they send each other texts. Remember when you played all the bass on Prophecy except where noted? And he goes, dude, think about it every day.
Every day.
Think about it every day.
Also,
you might say,
we are friends.
We are friends. My friend. Hello.
Hello, Joshua Toomey.
Joshua Toomey.
Friend.
My friend.
It's your friend, Bobby Burns.
Bobby Burns. It's me.
Classic text exchange.
Well, Matt, that's how you and I text. You say, it's me, your friend Matt. I go, oh, my friend Matt. It's me, your friend Lauren. And I mean, it takes a really long time to get to the point, but we establish friendship every time.
Gotta make a connection.
Gotta. Now, you might be saying, Lauren, Matt, I love friendship. I love to hear about this. But you mentioned that Bobby Burns only played bass on certain tracks except where noted.
That makes me ask, who played bass on those other parts?
Matt, it's one David Ellefson.
I have also heard this name.
Matt, I love that you're like, I know who this is. He played bass in a little band you might remember called Megadeth.
That was it.
That's right.
All of the Rockin' Pod stuff is washing over me right now.
There it is, Matt. Now, we've got all these people. All right. We've got all these people. All right. Let's talk about production.
All right. Who's behind the boards?
Max. Max is behind the boards. He said, I've seen Ross do it. I've seen these other people do it. I'm doing it.
My turn.
It's my turn. But I'm not going to mix it. I'm not mixing. I'm going to call up one Terry Date to mix.
What?
That's right, Matt. Mixed by Terry Date.
Okay.
That's right, baby. Now, you might want to know, what is the difference here? What's going on with this one that's different from other Soulfly records? Well, according to the Wikipedia, Max wanted to recruit a whole new lineup because he says, this is an approach that I've wanted to do for a while. I never wanted Soulfly to be a band like Metallica with the same 4 guys. In every Soulfly album, we've changed the lineup, and it will probably continue that way. In order to do that, I had to start from the inside out and bring in people who caught my attention that I'd never played with before and create this. Now, as Wikipedia also notes, however, with the exception of Ellefson, Soulfly retained this lineup for 4 consecutive studio albums.
Oops.
Listen, I don't
Listen.
want to be like Metallica. You know, we've seen how that worked out for those jamokes.
Same guys over and over. Boring.
Get over yourselves. I love it though. I'm doing new guys. And then once they started hanging out, he was like, stick around.
Or maybe same guys.
Yeah, maybe same guys. Maybe we do 4 albums. Why
Now
not?
you might think to yourself, oh, 4 albums, so that must bring them to their current album, right?
Wrong.
And that is the mistake most people make.
That is a mistake. Matt, I hit you with the number earlier of how many Soulfly albums there are. And you said that might be too many.
You hit me with 11.
I'm sorry, Matt. No, Matt. I own 11. There are 12.
Mate. Mate.
Well, Matt, with Prophecy, we also have, of course, a lot of different influences. According to Wikipedia, world music influences. It says in Sepultura, Cavalera had shown an interest in world music, as shown on the 1996 album Roots, which featured elements of the music of Brazil's indigenous peoples. This approach continues on the Prophecy album, with Cavalera traveling to Serbia to record with traditional musicians. On the track Moses, an explicit statement of his religious beliefs, he works with the Serbian band Eyes Burn and includes reggae influences. Other tracks on the album employ instruments from the Middle Ages, sheepskin bagpipes, and Serbian gypsies. I'm going to point out Serbian gypsies I don't believe are an instrument. I believe they're just a people, but
Right.
that's okay. That's okay. It's Wikipedia for you. On the band's website, Max said that he founded the band with the idea of combined sounds and spiritual beliefs. The Prophecy album contains the clearest statement of his beliefs, with I believe containing a spoken part in the middle where Cavalera expresses his fate. This does say citation needed. I have listened to the album. He does indeed say those things, and we will get to that. Matt, I know you love genre tags, and I've got 4 for you here, buddy.
I certainly do.
All right. The first one, groove metal, thrash
Okay.
metal,
Oh, all right.
death metal, and finally, new metal.
Okay. The
So
fifth one.
The fourth one is new metal. Yeah.
I can't count today. I'm adding numbers where I shouldn't.
Matt,
I'm
what it is,
subtracting numbers where I shouldn't.
I think, you were, getting stuff set up before we started recording. And then I just said to you, without giving you any proper warning, there are 12 Soulfly albums. And your brain was just like, double dig?
Crazy to me.
It's wild. Matt, there are 2 different versions of this album. One that's a digipack. I want to let everybody know that I have a physical copy, and it's that straight jewel case, son. All right. The digipack, just a lot of live tracks, a lot of extra stuff. And I was just like, nah, I'm all good. I went over to beautiful Second and Charles and picked this up for a sweet $3.95. The front has the Soulfly font. We have what looks like a very regal lion, the crown and a scepter on the back.
Now you recognize that lion, right?
Yeah. I mean, he sold me drugs last week. No, who is this guy? I don't know who this is.
Okay. Okay. The lion is the central symbol of Rastafarianism. That particular lion is the central symbol of Rastafarianism.
Matt, then he did sell me drugs last week. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I want to say that the font in these liner notes is hard to read. This seems to be a running theme lately. And I'm a little worried that it means that my vision is going, because I used to be able to read these. But I've also found in recent time that they are making albums now, Matt, and they're making them for the vinyl packaging. And then when they transfer them over to CD, they aren't thinking about the visualness of it.
No.
And I picked up an album. I want to say it's the Sabrina Carpenter album.
Okay.
You cannot read any of the text. It is so small. It is very clearly they just shrunk down the vinyl and did not think about anyone being able to read. You cannot read a thing. It's so tiny. That being said, yeah, this font makes all of the thank yous very hard to read. But of course, you can see Matt clear as day, a tribute to Dana. So, because it wouldn't be a Soulfly album without one. On the back, you do have a picture of Max, chin up, looking to the sky. And it does say that this album is dedicated to God. So, congratulations.
There it is.
There it is. Matt, I listened to this album over the last 2 weeks. I am so hyped to talk about it with you. I also watched the one music video for it as well. So I am well prepared to dive in. Matt, why don't we kick it off with the title track and the first track, Prophecy.
All right, here we go. All right.
Matt, this is what we in business call a hot open.
Yes, it is.
We're squealing, we're crushing. Max is yelling about prophecies. If I'm a Soulfly fan and I took my hot cash, put it in the hot hands of my local music clerk,
2004, it still could have been a Sam Goody.
Still could have been a Sam Goody. You could be walking into a brightly lit, fully stocked FYE, baby.
FYE when it used to carry every DVD you've ever seen in your life.
Oh, man. You roll in there, you say, I'm going to need a copy of Soulfly Prophecy. I'm going to need a $20 copy of Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. I'm going to need a $30 copy of Skulls. Just load me up. Just load me up with that physical media.
Bought those two, I need a nice price copy of The Matrix.
That's it. That one's a sweet $11.99.
That's right.
That's right. With that snapper case.
I hated that so much, the DVD snapper case. Oh, what a fucking nightmare.
Not good. Matt, how'd you feel about Prophecy?
Dude, I love that song. That's great. I mean, I feel like they might have taken a beat too long, like maybe 4 measures too long in that intro, because I was ready for it to drop. But once it dropped, I was in. Hearing Max is like a breath of fresh air. I have missed Max for sure.
Matt, this song we're talking about, I'm going to read you some of these lyrics. I see the Red Sea part in front of me. I see the desert clouds bleed above me. I'm with the prophets on the final destiny. We'll fight the heathens and the ghost enemy. This is the prophecy. Matt, this seems a little biblical. This seems a little spiritual, but also we're dealing with, if you go to 240, you get the New Millennium Tribal War section. Yeah.
Should I? Lot to like a highly activated pit on that one.
Absolutely, Matt. You know what? You hear a song like that, you look around the room and you say, listen, guys, I was about to send y'all packing, but let's make 4 more of these. Let's make 4 more records together.
4 more records together, guys.
Come on, guys. Yeah, really enjoyed this. Very hot open. I did have to go over to songmeanings.com just to see what was going on over there. And not a ton of comments for this album, but enough that I felt we needed to talk about a few of them, Matt. First, this one from Blaze. I'm sorry, this is from bass player EADG. This is from October 24th, 2004. So this was posted at 2:25 in the morning. So this was a comment posted literally 20 years ago to the day of us recording this episode. Amazing. They said, my cousin mentioned Christian death rock and I laughed for about 20 minutes. Then I went out and bought the CD and laughed for 20 more. Christian death rock, oxymoron. So, kind of dismissive of this idea. Then on January 31st, 2005, at 6 o'clock in the morning, Monkeys Like Peanuts said, I don't think this is Christian death rock. I think it's actually anti-religious. Hence the line, I see them blind sheep going nowhere. But yeah, great song. Monkeys Like Peanuts. Come on, man. Come on. Defend yourself. Don't give up halfway through. I am the Eggman on February 15th, 2005. This is 10:22 in the evening. I think it has something to do with Native Americans, ? If you've seen the video, you'll know what I mean. BTW, kick-ass song. The beginning is killer. I agree with you. Annie Mac 666. June 21st, 2006 at 6:30 in the morning. Max wants you to grab a spear and start stabbing corporate America. Go, minions, go. Love you, Maxibon. And finally, Dressed to Depress. August 15th.
Great screen name.
Great
screen name.
Great name. You will hear more from this person. This was, I want to say this was at about 8 o'clock in the evening. I love the intro riff to this song. I don't understand how you can hold Max's spirituality against him, even if you don't agree with what he says. For me, the lyrics portray an apocalyptic nightmare that resonates in the current environment of fear and bloodshed. And I read that comment from 2006 and felt that it could have been posted yesterday. Really does show, Matt, the timeless nature of our lives.
That's right. We're still arguing over the same stuff.
Same stuff, man. And prophecy, still relevant to this day.
The prophecy holds true.
It holds. It holds. I watched the prophecy music video. It is the band performing on Navajo land, cuts to the Navajo in full outfits doing various dances. Band is performing in way too many layers for the desert. They're sweating their brains out. Okay. I want to tell you that Max is in the zone. Max, he's feeling it so hard. But I look at the other guys and I just know they're just like, can I lose? They're all in long sleeves. They're all in long sleeves.
Yeah.
And there's a shot and you could tell they are just drenched. They are drenched in sweat.
Another take?
Yeah. And the thing is that there's lots of shots of the band on various rocks. And then Max is walking in the desert at one point, and you just know they're just like, all right, I need you guys to get up on those rocks. And they were just like, so
but I don't want to get on the rock.
I don't wanna. And Max is like, the prophecy, get on the rock. But it may explain why when they have the solo shots of just Max walking in the desert, it's just Max. The other guys are like, we're gonna find some shade. We got to get out of this sun. It's too much. But very sweaty video. It's a little silly. I had a really good time, as I tend to always do with Soulfly videos.
It's a good time.
Absolutely. All right, Matt. Up next, we have Living Sacrifice.
Oh, Lauren. Max is the best.
Max is the best for a number of reasons. One is that Max can take a statement that, if delivered to you by a teacher or a person that you ran into in the street, or even your own parents, you might just shake your head and say, get that corny shit out of here. You know, I've been working at this job for so long, it's just taking forever. And your dad says, hey, it's the journey, not the destination. You're like, get out of here. Get out of here with that horse shit. But then Max Cavalera gets Mark Rizzo to drop this riff, and then he yells, feel your soul and let it travel all across the world. It's the journey, not the destination as we know. It's the living, it's the living sacrifice. I'm like, yes. Yes.
It is.
It's
it is the living
journey.
Sacrifice.
It's not the destination, it's the journey. You're right.
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, Max. You're right.
Yes.
Go.
Oh, yeah.
I was pumped because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a little tired trooper over here. I don't know where it's coming from, but I sit in the chair, I get warm, and all of a sudden it's like just old man tired waves over you. But Max is, hey, wake up. It's the living sacrifice time.
Living sacrifice time. Start. You got a journey ahead of you. It starts with a single step. Put that step down. Let's get it going. All right. Yeah, I wrote in my notes, seems to be about giving yourself over to a greater power. I believe that power might be these fucking riffs. As I had a great time with this song. Over on songmeanings.com, Izza331 on June 4th, 2007 at 10 o'clock in the morning said, this is an awesome song. Very mixed ideas I get from this song, though. No idea. No idea? No idea?
Never heard any of this?
None of it? Not okay. All right. But SSJ for Nick on August 24th, 2009 at I think 3:00 in the afternoon, said, I think that this song is about living every moment of our lives to the fullest and surpass the obstacles that may prevent us from doing it. Great song. Learn as if you're going to live forever. Live as if you're going to die tomorrow. Once again, if that is written on a piece of driftwood that I see in a house that I'm touring, I'll be like, look at this corny bullshit.
Right next to Live, Laugh, Love. You're like,
exactly.
oh my God.
If Max Cavalera made a song called Live, Laugh, Love with these fucking riffs, I'd be like, this is my new favorite fucking song.
Dude, I cannot wait to hear Max sing about lake life. I want to hear him rip a song about lake life.
Get on the pontoon. Get on the pontoon. Get on the pontoon. Have some fun. Oh, yeah. It would be amazing.
That was a great Max lyric there, Lauren.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, listen, I've been submerged in prophecy for 2 weeks, Matt. It's all
the prophecy is this yacht rock Max Cavalera record.
I'm thinking that's the next step. Listen, album 13, Max. Think about it. Think about it. This is a free idea right here. All right, Matt.
All right, buddy.
It's time to talk about execution style.
Of course it is. Oh, you're out there? You're out there listening to this and you're not pumping your fist? The fuck is wrong with you?
If you aren't pumped listening to this song in which Max says, I need the world up against the wall so I can kill it. If you're not pumped by that, I don't know what to do with you.
This is prime Max. He's in his bag.
This guy's showing up to the studio going, I got an idea for a song. Hear me out, guys. Hear me out. And if you don't like it, you can leave. You don't have to stick around for 4 albums. But hear me out. What if we have a firing squad and it's about to shoot somebody, but that somebody is the world?
Now what are we saying?
And then I'm sure Mark Rizzo stood up and he went, Durner, 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 right on that guitar. And he went, that's what I'm talking about.
Bobby
Rizzo.
Burns stood up and just clapped his hands. He was like, that's the good stuff.
Absolutely. And he was like, can I play bass on this song? And he said, absolutely you can. I'm not putting David Ellefson on this one. I'll put him on a different one.
Get the Ellefson out of here for this one.
For this one. Execution style, baby. There are no comments on songmeanings.com because everybody fucking knew that this one was self-explanatory.
They knew not to even bother.
Don't even mess with it, baby. It's execution style. Honestly, looking at the song titles before I even listened to this album, I was like getting excited. I was like, a song called Prophecy. I have a pretty good idea.
That's going to be a pretty good one.
That's going to be a pretty good one. And then I see a song called Execution Style, and I was like, that ain't no ballad. That's not a ballad.
I can guarantee you that's no ballad.
I have a feeling that song's probably going to be a straight ripper.
Straight ripper?
It's be a Ripper City over there. Yeah, that's how I feel about that one. I want to say that I listened to this album while eating dinner, and I also listened to it in my car, and I also listened to it on a walk, and I want to say that it works in all 3 environments. I will say that in the car, it does feel, if you have it cranked just right, it does feel like Max is in your ear, and he's yelling, ready, aim, fire. And it might not be good for driving, but it was a good drive. It was a good drive. That's what I'm going to say.
Right on.
All right, Matt. Anything else to say about execution style?
Be careful out there, world.
That's right.
Watch your back.
Watch your back, world. All right. Up next, we've got Defeat You.
I'll take all of that you got. I love that.
Matt, there's a lot to enjoy about this song. First and foremost, if you have ears and have been listening to this episode, you may have noticed that it is the 4th straight ripper on this album.
Yeah.
You are correct. So, strong there. You got a chugging riff. Feels very...
I love that chug.
I want to read you these lyrics. It won't break, melt. Sorry. It won't break me. It won't defeat me. We will break you. We will defeat you. And I wrote in my notes, defeat me? Defeat me? No. Defeat you. This song is about somebody rolling into a street fight and picking the wrong dude.
You're going to learn today.
You thought you were about to throw with some amateur? Sorry. You're not defeating me. I'm defeating you. Great message. Love the message. Very strong. I even wrote that in my notes. Good message. There is some great screams and yelling, some wonderful soloing from Rizzo. This lyric near the end, Matt. Fire spreads, killing fear. Motherfucker, your end is near. Can't bring me down in a sea of shit, you drown. Now, eagle ear listeners will say, hey, that didn't all sound like Max. It sounded like another person. Who was it? That person? Danny Mariano. You might say, who is he?
Who is he?
He's the singer for the for the Arizona hardcore band Northside Kings. Played guitar in Cause for Alarm. He's played in Soulfly, also played in a band called Scarhead. But he's most famously known as the guy who punched out Glenn Dancing.
And for that, he'll have the respect of the world for all time.
And also, is that what this song is about? Defeat me?
Oh, Glenn, you think you're going to defeat me?
Me?
Defeat you.
I'm looking at this picture of Danny right now, and Danny looks like he's one of those type of guys that if he says I eat pieces of shit for you for breakfast, you don't get to hit him back with a Happy Gilmore response. This dude does. He truly does, and he loves it. And he truly loves it. So much respect to Danny. You fucking crushed it here. I love it. Defeat You is a winner for me, and I assume also for you, Matt.
Big time. This record, although not very new metal up until this point, fucking rips.
It's incredible so far. Songmeanings.com, Metalhead 18. This is on May 10th, 2005 at 11:30 in the evening. Said a great, angry, and fast song. To me, it basically is about a relationship that went to hell pretty much, and Max is saying that the relationship is not the end of him and he will live on and be strong. Great song. Winky emoji. Why are we winking? Why are we winking? No need to wink.
To whom?
To who are you winking to? Wink at
To
me? Wink at me?
Wink you.
Wink you. And John on the Joke on November 5th, 2005.
I'm just John on the Joke.
John on the Joke. John on the Joke. This is at 8:48 in the morning.
Joke on the John was taken.
So John had a joke. Possibly this song might be about his son's killer. He is pissed at someone in this song and wants to hurt them. It's me who out for blood. I love it. My favorite Soulfly song. Now, this seems to be a common thing. Anytime anybody listens to a song by Soulfly, they assume it is Max talking to Dana's killers. This, unlike the Chi theory that everyone likes to throw around at Deftones, I do believe that this is an accurate take. If Max is yelling at someone and is saying, I will defeat you, I will crush you, I will kill you, yeah, it's the people he thinks killed Dana. Absolutely.
Every time.
All right, Matt.
All right, buddy.
Now, things are about to get a little twisted because we have Mars.
Is there something later in the song?
Matt,
I see that it is a tremendously long song.
It's a very long song, Matt. Yep, you need to go to 2 minutes.
All right, I'm going to fast forward because up until this point, I'm like, does Max miss? Because that ripped, but okay. All right, who's playing the bass on this one?
Matt, the bass on this song is one David Ellison.
I was going to think, I was like, that sounds like Ellison. So, okay, we've got it.
Yeah, so this goes, he plays this acoustic all the way to the end. So the majority of the song is this more
mellowed out kind of.
Yeah, a little reggae inflected.
A little vibey.
Absolutely. And I was a little surprised by that, but the beginning is such a rocker. And at this point, I mean, we're five tracks deep. Yeah, we're 5 tracks deep.
Just a little breath.
Yeah, let's mix it up a little bit. All right. Now, I noted that this song the Mars that they're talking about, they're not talking about the planet Mars.
Oh,
Matt.
nobody. No,
They're
no,
talk-
no.
They're talking about the god of war, Mars.
That's correct. The Roman god of war.
Yeah, basically, this is Max saying, I don't like all these wars. And you guys love to bow to the god of war, but it's not going to help you any,
No.
you know? Because, listen, the god of war, he just loves war. He doesn't love you. He just
No,
loves the
baby.
conflict.
It's
If
all
you
about the war.
if you read any of those myths, the Roman myths, the Greek myths, those gods, they don't give a shit.
About anybody.
Anybody. All the time. Everyone's giving them sacrifices, giving them stuff, giving them their wives and their children. The gods don't care. They don't give you anything. And Max is just calling that out. Yeah, I would say it. Those Greek gods, Roman gods, man, I don't give a shit.
They're trash.
Trash. Sorry, everybody.
Sorry, Zeus people.
We got any Zeus heads? Listen, sorry. He's got a bad track record. Not a reliable
Not
guy.
reliable.
Not reliable. Listen, if you are flying in from out of town and you're like, Zeus, pick me up at the airport, he ain't picking you up.
Ain't gonna be there.
He ain't going to be there. What's going to happen is you're going to get off your plane. You're going to wait at baggage pickup forever because you know yours is going to be last out of the carousel. And then when you get to the pickup, you're going to text him and be like, I'm here. What car are you in? And he'll be like,
Oh, I haven't left yet.
oh, shit. No. He's going to hit you with the, oh, shit. Yeah, on my way.
Or that was today?
Oh, no, man. I'm sorry. I'm across town.
I'm at work.
I'm at a thing. Unreliable. You cannot trust Zeus to pick you up. All right? You can't.
Nope.
And I know there's some people be like, well, Lauren, what about Apollo? Same. All right? He's also unreliable. Okay?
At least he's fleet of foot.
He's fleet of foot. Yeah. But he's still not reliable. He's still not reliable. You know who's reliable?
Who?
Your mother.
Boom, boom.
There it is.
Defeat you.
Defeat you. Matt, over on songmeanings.com, we do have some comments. This one here is from Fab666. This was posted on May 22nd, 2005 at 12:54 in the afternoon. So this is a lunch break post. How could no one post comments for this song?
Oh, I don't know, buddy. I don't know.
This is one of my fave songs. The instrumental end is so good. The lyrics and the music both fucking rocks. Absolutely. Matt, your favorite Dressed to Depress is back. August 15th, 2006.
2 days after my birthday.
I love the flamenco style acoustic passage towards the end too. The song itself personifies the current warmongering and violence as the worship of Mars, the Roman god of war. All of that misspelled. But
Black Rock.
All right, Matt, let's dive back in to I Believe.
So if I had to take a swing at which song was about his religious beliefs, I would believe it would be I Believe.
I Believe you are right.
All right, Lauren. What's going on here?
Max has some beliefs, and those beliefs are that he believes in his spirit, he believes in infinity, he believes in immortality, he believes that every man has to fight his own destiny and just to follow your heart and let it be. He believes in God. And he repeats that. He does a cool echo sound on it. And I have no reason to doubt any of these things. I believe it's all true. And the thought I had listening to this song on this album was that Max Cavalera makes these type of tracks the way you and I make breakfast. It's crazy that we are on album 4 here. And he's, I guess I haven't hit you guys with one of my beliefs songs yet. Well, here we go. I believe. These are my beliefs. And I don't know if you caught the little riff behind me, going on behind me, this killer chug. This killer chug and riff.
Shredding.
Yeah. This is just what I do. This is just how I live. All right?
Defeat me?
Defeat me? Sorry. Last I checked, I'm defeating you.
Defeat you.
Check your notes, buddy. You're getting defeated. This is another winner. Now, it does have at 240, we get some more reggae sounds, but it's only a little section before dropping back into more hard riffs and some pretty Great soloing.
I don't know how much reggae it hits me with, but yeah, I can kind of definitely more world music-y than
Yeah.
the straight ahead like force
Right.
of earlier in the songs.
And Matt, just going back to the Wikipedia, once again, it says that the Prophecy album contains the clearest statement of his beliefs, with I believe containing a spoken part in the middle where Cavalera expresses his faith. Citation needed? What more do you need? You just heard that, right?
It just said, I believe in God.
They're like, citation needed. Citation needed?
Well, they're probably like, well, is he a Christian God guy, or is he any of the other religions that have a central God-like figure?
What are you parsing over there, Wikipedia? Just say it's true. It's true. We heard it with our ears. We know. And here, if you need more, you can go to songmeanings.com. Pirate Balloon, October 4th, 2006.
Is
3 o'clock.
Soulfly a Christian band?
Max pretty much just explicitly lets us know what he believes in. Right? And then I believe this person's name, Reverend Red Menace. So this is an ordained minister on March 9th, 2010 at 43 in the evening. This song turned me on to Soulfly because of his faith. Sure, he's not a typical Christian, but he has faith and is not scared to show it. Love this song. Love almost all Soulfly songs and any band Max has been in. Okay. So you love almost all Soulfly songs, but you love any band Max has been in. What Soulfly songs don't you like? What's going on? Huh? Reverend? Time to get in the confessional and tell me what Soulfly songs you don't like. Because this seems to be insinuating there's some bad ones. I don't know if I've heard one yet.
At this point, I've not heard one.
I haven't heard one yet. I don't know what you're talking about. 8 Hail Marys.
And
That's how
listen
it works,
to
right?
and listen to Moses.
Yeah. All right. Yep. Let's listen to Moses.
All right. This has that reggae feel.
Yes, I Soulfly and Iceman coming.
Matt, on this song, Max is being helped out by Iceburn.
Okay, all right.
All right.
Kind of like how they took that sound and did something different to it.
It's funny, my general feelings on reggae, not a fan, and yet on this album, with Max's enthusiasm and his willingness to say, I'm going to reggae it up, but I'm also going to jam in my Max Cavalera riff screams, and I'm going to make it work. I'm going to make it happen. I was on board. And I listened to this, and I'm just like, POD, you got to take some notes, guys. You got to take some notes, because Max is doing it.
He really is.
He really is. He really is. And so yeah, this is another winner in my book. I put in my notes, Max is having it all on this album. He's having it all.
He's eating a feast.
He really is. He's eating up. Over on songmeanings.com, Dressed to Depress is back. It looks like they posted all these comments on August 15th, 2006 in the evening.
They're just recovering from my birthday hardcore.
They are coming down. There's only one place to be. It's the Soulfly comments. They said, again, what the fuck, people? Why no comments? Love the horns on this track. I appreciate Max's willingness to continue to experiment with world musical influences. I like how this song changes from reggae in the verses to metal in the choruses, continues the imagery that surrounds prophecy of the fulfilling of ancient prophecies and the collapse of the current order. Basically, Max's warning of the coming of the apocalypse and final judgment. Then Aida, or maybe this is Leda. I don't know. I think it's Aida, though. On September 11th, 2006. Wow. This song was recorded with the Serbian reggae group, and Max loved the idea to play with them. You know, he's always singing about the tribes. He sure is. Also, never forget. All right, Matt. I'm going to let you say the name of this next one.
Born Again Anarchist. It's great.
Matt, have we talked about, a lot of new metal music and a lot of metal music, people will point out, has a lot of cursing in it.
Mm-hmm.
And we have some people that I think if you were to say to them, who's great at swearing, I think they're gonna say right off the top of their head, they're gonna say Fred Durst.
Yeah.
They're gonna say he's got it. They're gonna say Jonathan Davis, he's got it.
Yeah.
But I really do feel like Max is underrated because he doesn't pack them in. You know what I mean? He doesn't pack it in. It isn't wall to wall cursing the way you can kind of get with a lot of these other ones. So when they do hit, I got to say on this song, the way he says bullshit and the way he says fuck with me is like the equivalent of like 10 Fred Durst fucks. Like in one. He's fuck with me. I'm like, oh, don't do it. Don't fuck with him.
Slow down, Mate.
Back it up. Back it up. And the way he says bullshit, incredible. Incredible work. I'm gonna love it. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the swears. I really am. Really, really enjoyed this. And I wrote in my notes, I feel like this could be about something or it could just sound cool as hell and mean nothing. And I'm open to either interpretation.
Yeah, because it was like, I don't exactly know what you're trying to say. Like, I know the term born again.
And I know what an anarchist is.
And I know what an anarchist is, but it's kind of like, I'm born again to not follow society's rules.
Maybe, but at the same time, Matt, sometimes pop music is about finding words and putting them together that don't necessarily make sense, but then when you join them together, they suddenly feel like a perfect union, and them making sense isn't important. It's just the sound of them existing. So
It's gonna be May.
Exactly. Max Cavalera saying "born again, anarchist"
makes sense.
Makes sense.
Love it.
It's like cellar door. It's perfect.
Me saying born again anarchist. It's I don't believe you. I don't believe you at all.
No. Sorry, but Max Cavalera saying it.
100 stamped, approved.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Welcome.
Here's your home loan.
Yeah. Absolutely. Songmeanings.com. Dress to Depress is
They're
really
coming through in a big way.
They're really going through it though, Matt, because this comment is what? No comments?
They are incensed that
They're
people aren't commenting.
Furious. This is one of my faves off Prophecy, along with the title track, Mars and Moses. I like the growling lion at the start, or whatever it is supposed to be, and the comparison between a born-again Christian and a born-again anarchist arising from apathy that the title implies. Ooh. I think this song addresses those who criticize Max's overt spirituality. Okay. Pretty good take. Ad nauseum on February 7th, 2007 at 1:57 in the afternoon said, yes, this is how Max is that ultra rare combination of a Christian and an anarchist. Like Jesus himself in all likelihood.
There it is.
Ad nauseum, we have been tiptoeing around this. Yes. Max Cavalera. Listen, Jesus died for your sins. Max
Correct.
Cavalera riffs for your sins. And
That's
he
right.
screams for your sins. And he says, bullshit for your sins.
He goes, hey, I don't think you guys got it all figured out. And I'm here to blow up your reality.
That's right, baby.
Born again anarchist.
Defeat
Defeat
me?
me?
Defeat
you.
Defeat you. All right, Matt. I'm really, I'm too excited about this next song. And I'm going to just give you a warning. So it has this acoustic bit for the first 54 seconds.
Okay.
And then the song kicks in. So I think you need to just give it a second. The song is called Porada.
Hey, just defeat me?
Oh, no. Defeat you.
All right, buddy. You got it.
All right.
I like that little interlude.
Yeah. Now here we go.
Oh, boy. This is great as well.
Matt, this is incredible. But I did not know what he was saying in this song. So I
Right.
copied the lyrics and I pasted them into Google Translate. And I will now read to you these lyrics as translated.
Translated.
1, 2, 3, 4. checked. It's fuckable. It's fucking awesome. Fuck you, motherfucker. Fuck you, asshole. Fuck you, motherfucker. Fuck you, asshole. Beat down, beat down, beat down.
Suits it.
I saw this translate and I went, he did it again. He did it again.
Defeat me? Defeat you.
you.
It's great. It's untouchable.
It's incredible. It's incredible. I love it so much. Once again, there's no song meanings comments to even mess with.
They're done. They're blasted out of their keyboards.
I mean, what are you gonna say? Oh, this is a song about getting your ass beat. Yeah, we got it. We understand and we get it. We get it. It's going great. All right, Matt. You know what? I think it's perfect time for a cover. That's right. It's a Helmet cover.
Holy shit. Yeah.
In the meantime.
This rules as well.
Unbelievable. Soulfly covered a Helmet song, and it's incredible. Who could have guessed?
Well, I was delighted because, of course, I get to say, back in the day, on the Psalm 69 tour, I saw Ministry. And Lauren knows who the openers were. Longtime Roach riders know. But if you're a newer listener, let me tell you, the opening bands on that tour were Sepultura, when Max was still with the band, because they were touring for Chaos AD, and Helmet, because they were touring for this album, Meantime.
Yeah.
Unbelievable show. Unbelievable show.
I mean, Matt, that's kind of that lineup. There are people that are just like, God damn it. God damn it. I that should have been me.
Yeah.
That should have been me at that show.
I was there and I was like, how is this me? I remember it was at Michigan Fairgrounds.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which is a terrible venue, just a straight up cave.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a point during Scarecrow with Ministry that I was like, everybody looks so exhausted because they've just been going so hard for 3 hours.
It's
just what happens.
It's what happens sometimes. I love it. I wrote in my notes, they rip it. What more do you want from me? They do, in the back half, add some spacey noodling, because that's just what he's doing on this record. But I don't have a problem with that. Max is going Max. Let Max.
I don't have a problem with this at all.
No problem. All right, Matt. Up next, we have Soulfly 4. So this is an entirely instrumental song, as the Soulfly title tracks always are. We're cooling down at this point. Record is cooling down. It's cooling down. But we've always got to have a couple twists and turns, as, you know, Max has all these fascinations. And so one thing that he loves, that he had dipped into, we listened to on some previous albums, is he does love a little bit of that R&B sound. And we get a little of that here on Wings. I gotta say that if I came into this cold, if I came into this Soulfly album as my first Soulfly album, this might throw me for a loop.
I'd agree.
But I'm no rookie at this point.
No.
I know. When this happened, I was like,
perfect.
Max. This is Max, baby. He was like, I gotta get this lady on here. I gotta get her singing about some wings. And we're not talking about the tasty type. All right. You get some different.
Not talking about the tasty type.
No, we're talking about them angel wings. All right. Which I'm not going to comment on the flavor of.
Good choice. Good choice.
Thank you, Matt. So at this point, I will say on my first listen, I was like, okay, we got the instrumental followed by the smooth one. And then basically this is the end of the album, but then we do have a secret track. And
all right. So this will be the part where I ask, how respectful of our time is this album?
Well, Matt, if you get the jewel case version that I have, it's 56 minutes and 53 seconds.
Okay.
If you are someone who gets the Digipack, it's 78 minutes and 40 seconds.
You maniacs.
Crazy. I would not recommend. Stick with the jewel case. So yes, you do get a secret song, and that secret song is called March on River Dina.
Look, man, Max can do it all, and I'm just like, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Have the best fucking time you possibly can. I'm in.
Yeah.
All of however wacky this is, or kind of like, oh, I don't know. I'm ticket is punched. Whatever you want to do. You gave me literally 10 heaters in a row, and then you were just like, well, here's an R&B track, and here's here's a mariachi band.
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, I will say it plays a little better, I feel, on the CD because it actually is a secret track. So you get that little bit of space in between. On streaming, it just plays as another song and it feels very weird on streaming because it's like, what's this doing here? But if you have that break and you have it as an actual secret song, it's perfect as a secret song. Because this is the type of thing you would expect to find. Like, what's the secret song? Oh, mariachi band playing.
Perfect. I love this.
Yeah. And, and that's, I was just like, yeah, baby, Max imprinted. There it is. And that's the album. That is Prophecy by Soulfly. And now it's the part of the show where we talk about
Canon talk.
Talking about the canon. Matt, we're going to start with you.
Buddy, what a fucking delightful listen. Every track did not disappoint. Defeat you?
Me?
Defeat me. Defeat you.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I hear a lot more of thrash.
Yeah.
I hear a lot more hardcore.
Mm-hmm.
I hear a lot more metal and groove than I do new, which is a bummer for the show, but not a bummer for my ears because I was delighted start to finish with this record. What a joy. It brings up we've had the Producers Hall of Fame, but I almost feel like Max deserves a place somewhere. Like Max the entity feels like he needs to be exonerated more because I don't know if people hang around all the time for this or if this gets missed easily. This is great. I loved this.
It's interesting reading through just various little reviews of Soulfly over the years, and, dipping in and out of the albums. I think because his output is so massive and he just puts so much out. And I think there is a way that you could take him for granted. He's always going to be doing this thing, but it's like, who else is this consistent? And also is always having this much fun. And it's funny is, when we talked about his memoir, when we did the first Soulfly album and how every single album, he was like, oh, it was a great album. Super fun to make. Great album. I had a great time making it. No regrets. Everything turned out just how I wanted it. And I believe him. As we go through these, every single one I hear, I'm like, yeah, this doesn't sound, it does not sound like somebody came in and said, you know what, I have some notes for you. These are all no note situations. This man's just being allowed to flex.
And the strange part is not only does he do it, like we have heard other artists want to do world music and it's turn this fucking shit off immediately. What the fuck is this? Max does it effortlessly.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that is Brazil. It's kind of it would be hard for me from the hard suburban streets of Michigan to be like, and this is my take on Afro-Cuban music. It would be like, how about you fucking take your take, put it back in your pocket, defeat me, defeat you.
Defeat you. Well, I mean, the other thing to keep in mind is that he goes to Serbia. I want to work with these guys. So he goes to Serbia and records with them in Serbia. Yeah. That's the type of thing. He immerses himself. Lest we forget, they buried the tapes of the first Soulfly album. They were like, you got to bury these things. He's the real motherfucking deal.
He's a real motherfucking deal.
Real motherfucking deal.
So that's I would say nothing for the canon, but wow. A place enshrined in history for Max Cavalera. Just an outstanding artist and musician that needs to be exemplified and exonerated way more than he is.
Matt, I agree with you 100%. There's not a ton of new metal on this record, but there's a whole lot of fun, a whole lot of rocking, a whole lot of yelling. At one point, as he pointed out, he says bullshit, and it sounds so good. And yeah, I had a blast. I was like, wow, look at this Soulfly, 4 for 4, just keeping them coming. And even when we're indulging in stuff that I'm not even like a huge fan of, reggae, I'm still like, I'm on the ride. I'm on the ride with Max, and I know he's not going to let me down because this album is still. Here's the thing: if you're like Lauren, Matt, I don't love reggae, not feeling this R&B. This album is still. If you take those out, you still got 40 minutes of rippers.
Yeah.
What do you need? This thing is Ripper City. So yeah, very pleasantly surprised. I shouldn't even been surprised. I should have known. That's on me. Defeat me?
Defeat me.
That was on me.
Yeah. Defeat you, Lord.
Defeat me. Defeat you. Absolutely. So yeah, so nothing for the canon, but Max Cavalera continues to crush. And yeah.
That takes us to another episode of Roach Coach.
That's right. It brings us to the end of another episode of Roach Coach. Thank you so much for listening. Keep on saying hello to us online. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. We're on all of those. Send us an email, roachcoachpodcast@gmail.com. Head on over to the Patreon, patreon.com/roachcoachpodcast. Become a patron. Take part in the Pact, an ongoing series that's going great and everyone loves it. And of course, head on over to roachcoach.com. Get yourself a sweet Roach Coach tee.
Roach Coach tees.
Holidays are on their way. Get yourself a Roach Coach tee. Get your family a Roach Coach tee. Maybe you're saying, Lauren, what about New Metal's back shirts? We got those too. All right? Get them over there. You get a shirt. You're going to get yourself some sticks. And then you're going to get yourself a handwritten note from one Matt Nas.
From yours truly.
That's right. Personalized, every single one. This is what you need, especially for the holiday season.
Yeah.
Absolutely, you should get it. So thank you so much for listening. And until next time, Matt, thank you.
Lauren, thank you. Defeat me. Defeat you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Roach Coach.
Podcast.
On all day. Every day. There's the Roach Coach.
Podcast.
All day.